We completed material and written sources. Let's now look at oral and audiovisual source. Let's start with the oral sources. Some oral sources are folk songs, povada, folk tales, narrations, interviews, fairs, jalsa, art groups, rhythmic prose, inspirational songs, etc. The tradition of writing down history was not prevalent in ancient societies. There can be a number of reasons for this, but that does not mean that they were not interested in passing on the stories of their life to the next generation. Ancient communities all over the world, including India, used various means like cave paintings, storytelling, singing songs, etc., to pass on the stories of their life to the next generation. In the same way, even though there are other means available in the modern world to transfer or pass down information, people still sometimes rely on oral methods. Some oral sources that we are going to see are inspirational songs and povada. Let's start with inspirational songs. During the freedom movement, a number of songs were composed to inspire patriotic feeling among the people. When we listen to these songs, we get information about the conditions that existed during pre-independence period. Povada is a narration by reciting poetry and prose extracts. Povada narrates heroic deeds of men and women to inspire people. Povadas were used not only to inspire patriotic feeling among the people, but were also used as an instrument to bring about social change. Povadas were composed on the struggle of 1857, bravery of revolutionaries during British rule, etc. Povadas were also used during the Samyukta Maharashtra movement. Next, we move on to the audiovisual sources. Audiovisual sources are available from the modern period of Indian history. Students, why do you think we do not have audiovisual source for the ancient or medieval period of history? Can you guess? It is because the necessary technology did not exist at that time. During the modern period, there was tremendous improvements in technology, because of which today we have the audiovisual sources. Students, the first type of audiovisual source that we are going to see today is photographs. Photographs of an event give visual image of a person or event and helps to understand physical features, dressing style, nature, etc. In the case of medieval and ancient period, paintings are available which also depict the things that a photograph does. Students, do you think that these paintings can be entirely depended upon? No, we can't. Why? Because these paintings depend on the artist. How the painter views these events, these people, what kind of resources are available to him, or what skills the artist has. It also depends on whether the artist is under some kind of pressure. Is he trying to impress someone? All these things need to be considered while studying these paintings as source of history. On the other hand, photographs can be considered more reliable. Even though in today's world it is easy to manipulate photographs, but there are ways to identify these manipulations. That is why it is said that the photographs are more reliable than paintings. The next type of source is recordings. The speeches of leaders, important personalities are recorded and preserved. Recordings of speeches of Subhash Chandra Bose, national anthem sung by Rabindranath Tagore himself, etc. are available as source for studying history. Now let's move on to the next audiovisual source, which is films. Due to development in technology of filmmaking, the audiovisual recordings of important events like Dandi Yatra, Salt Satyagraha, Quit India movement, etc., help us to see and understand these events that happened years ago. Dadasaheb Phalke in 1913 laid foundation of Indian film industry. Sources of history for the modern period as compared to the ancient and medieval period are more easily available and are in better condition. While studying written sources, it is important to understand the writer's ideology and opinions. Every source, especially written source, should be examined closely to eliminate any bias. Students, with this we conclude the explanation for this lesson, Sources of History. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and take care.